Hello! I'm ArchieLuxury and welcome to the program. And today I'd like to continue one of my my camera videos. My camera videos, fuckers. And today I got a statement to make. I shoot raw! That's right, fuckers. I shoot raw. And for a long time, I have been a bit of an amateur in photography. I shot most of my stuff in JPEGs. JPEGs is a file format, that's pretty well what most people do. But I've learned the error of my ways, because if I shoot in RAW, I can actually, it gives me so much more controls, and a photo that has got the wrong exposure or it's turned out crap, I may not have necessarily lost. So I gotta tell you fuckers, I shoot raw! You gotta shoot raw. And you know, the whole emphasis for me has changed. I used to be a classic case of spray and pray. You know, shooting off all the time, shooting off stuff, you know, just, you know, shoot and spray and pray. And I've looked into my photography and said, well, hang on a minute. Instead of just getting second-rate shots, get the photo, spend a bit more time composing the photo, frame it up, play with your settings, and get less photos but better shots. And I'm also playing with longer exposure times. And I think, you know, that's going to be a lot more fun. And the first thing you should do is, I just encourage everyone who's got a digital camera, shoot raw. And let me just show you how easy it is to do there. So this is on the Nikon. This is a Nikon D7000, which is a really cool camera. And all you got to do to shoot, we just go into the menu system here. So let's go into the menu system. We just go into the shooting menu, and then we go into image quality, and we're going to change that to raw and JPEG fine. Best to put it into the best possible setting you can. We want the absolute best possible setting, and that way there we've got really good stuff to play with. And there's been a few photos where if only I'd shot them in RAW, I could bring them back. So I really do encourage you fuckers, you gotta shoot in RAW. You gotta shoot in RAW. And we'll have a look at that in a minute there. So fuckers, if you're a camera person, it doesn't matter if I'm using my Fuji X100S, my Nikon full frame, or my Nikon D7000, shoot in RAW, fuckers. Shoot in RAW. Okay, fuckers, let's have a look at fixing a photo up here. Let's have a look at an example of a photo which didn't quite go right. So this is a RAW file. Now look at this here. It's a bit overexposed. Now we can fix this fucker up. We can fix this up because this is a RAW file. We can change the exposure, and we've got quite a few tools that we can adjust on this picture. So let's have a look here. Let's go and we'll change the lighting here. There's quite a few different settings. You could go for different types of settings, which also give you different effects there. So if you wanted to really play with it, we can bring this right back. We can bring it right back, and we can really play with the exposure and change how that blue performs there. So now let's have a look here. We've got some adjustments we can make, and we can also adjust things like the tint. Let's have a play around here. So we'll just get this. We'll get this looking nice. Let's adjust the sharpness. Let's put the sharpness right up. The contrast there. How did we want the contrast? Let's get we're just tweaking it. The brightness, we might just turn that down a bit. The highlight protection, we'll just tweak that a bit. So as you can see here, when we started, we had an image which was almost lost, but we're able to adjust these settings and we can bring this photo back. We can really bring it back, which if it was a JPEG, we wouldn't have as much control over this picture. We can also straighten it. We can really adjust this pic to how we want it. That's about right. So if you're shooting in RAW, you've got so much more controls over it. Now, let's just have a look here. I just want to play with the exposure settings. So my advice to anyone is shoot in RAW. You're really going to get so much more out of it than if you shot a normal photo. So there we go. We've brought that back to life. And this is just a matter of adjusting the tools you've got. You've got so many more tools when this item here was actually... You've got so many more tools than if it was a JPEG. So I really urge everyone to save all their files in... You should be saving them in RAW, fuckers. RAW! That's right. Save it in RAW, and you got so much more adjustment that you can perform on this. So, you really... That's my advice. Shoot less. Don't spray and pray. Shoot less. And now let's have a look at another photo here. So this here, you can see, we want to just improve it. We can adjust so many things here to make this look better. It's just a matter of playing around with it. So let's change I'm just going to change a few things here. We're going to adjust it. I just want to get this looking, we're going to up the sharpness here. Look at this, look at that beautiful blue there, that vibrant blue. We can muck around with the contrast. It's looking absolutely gorgeous. This is all available because I've saved it as this is a JPEG file. And look at that, I'm actually very happy with that nice rich blue. Okay, so let's save that then. So you can see what I mean, fuckers. Shoot in RAW. Now, I'm not an expert in editing these, and there's a lot to be learnt for editing these files, but shooting in RAW is really going to allow you to bring back photos that would normally be gone. So, fuckers, shoot in RAW.